From Chris TV, this is 6 News at 6.
Now most of our church family is gone. Our building is probably beyond repair.
I don't understand, but I know my God does.
Thanks for joining us. It has been a heart-wrenching and devastating time for that couple that you just heard from.
Indeed. Now, a man with ties to the Coastal Bend is the suspect in yesterday's mass shooting that killed their 14-year-old daughter and 25 other members of their church up in Sutherland Springs. Pastor Frank Pomeroy and his wife were out of town when the shooting happened yesterday. According to investigators, a gunman now identified as 26-year-old Devin Kelly, who you see right there, opened fire at their church because of a domestic dispute. Turns out Kelly's mother-in-law was a member of the church. He fled after he was confronted by a resident of the town and apparently took his own life after a chase that ended near the Wilson County line. 20 other people also injured in the attack. Now, Sutherland Springs is a tiny community about 30 miles southeast of San Antonio, and today it finds itself at the center of the world's attention. Chris 6 News reporter Jane Caffrey has the latest from there.
Shock and heartbreak are the words to describe how people in Sutherland Springs are feeling today. This tight-knit community has less than 400 people, no traffic light, and friendly neighbors. But the sense of security that defined this town is shattered now that its small wooden church has become the site for the deadliest mass shooting in Texas history.
Being a small community, you don't expect something for this to happen so close to home.
Sutherland Springs residents have seen the headlines of mass shootings over the years, but they never expected the headlines to include their town's name.
Disbelief, shock. I just, you see it on the news and all these other terrible, evil things, and you don't ever think it's going to be right in your backyard.
Now this community of just under 400 people is brought together by grief and shock. People from their town, their own neighbors, are now fighting for their lives in hospitals.
I know I have friends that I know of that are at the hospital right now, hanging in there right now.
And the explanations to their children, so much more difficult.
I have a 10-year-old and he asked me, do I have to go to school? How do you explain to your kids what's the safest place for you to go now?
Those left behind are reeling with the loss. The church's pastor losing his own 14-year-old daughter in the massacre.
As senseless as this tragedy was, our sweet Belle would not have been able to deal with losing so much family yesterday.
People are flooding into their small town from surrounding communities, sharing their grief. And with so many gone, now only memorials stand in their place. Near the church, community members have put up 26 crosses, one for each of the 26 people killed in this rampage. The oldest, 77 years old, the youngest, just 18 months.
Nobody realizes when they see a number of 26 people dead, you have to have a physical aspect of what it looks like. And so when we put the 26 crosses and we made 26 sticks, the pile of material that was, it was unbelievable just to see that.
This nightmare has touched everyone here.
It's a lot of pain, a lot of hurt. All they have is memories now.
And today, this small town is overwhelmed by media from all over the world. They have been thrown into the national spotlight and the national debate over mass shootings in America.
Eventually, we'll get through all this acts of violence. It seems like it's getting worse.
They have nothing left to do but stand united together.
There's evil in the world, and at the end of the day, we have to come together and be stronger and show that this ain't going to change who we are.
And they say they will keep coming together. Meanwhile, several law enforcement agencies, the FBI, DPS, are investigating this rampage. They will have a briefing with the latest information in about an hour. Reporting in Sutherland Springs, Jane Caffrey, Chris 6 News.